And you're welcome to St. Loman's Park here, Sunday morning, breezy morning, the breeze blowing from the Ora and down towards the right to left as we look. Mark Riley throws the ball in and we are underway. Fourth round of the league here, Trim versus Kildalkey. Bit of a wild swipe there from Dougie. And the referee allows play to continue. Kildalkey delivers the ball in. Ben Holden coming in behind his man. Niall McNally, I think it is. Old school friends. And Ben does very well. Davy Murtagh picks the ball up. Looking, he might have stepped over the line, and the linesman on this side of the thing is flagging that the ball was over. The referee hasn't seen it, and play is continue. And the linesman finally gets his way, and the referee sees it, and Dougie's not overly happy with that. I think that 15 for Kildalkey is Niall McNally, and Ben Holden usually picks up Niall when they're playing. Would have played in the same school team, in Boyne community. When the free was Dougie takes, Dougie into the breeze, doesn't get it right, and it's easily picked out by Evan Fitzgerald. Great ball, well taken there in centre half forward position. Over the shot, but it's gone wide. So Evan Fitzgerald, the yellow helmet. So a minute and a half gone, first wide of the game, no score on the board. Calum under pressure against the stiff breeze, low trajectory. Fitz, he's out in front, and a great take by Evan Fitz in front of Dylan Farrell. Dylan is kind of half a hook on him, and Calum has another chance here now. This time he gives a bit more air, but Kildalkey have the numbers. James is on his own. The ball breaks around James Andrews there underneath it. It's just been sanded, as you can see, making it difficult for players to pick the ball up. Gary Fleming out in front of his man. The ball deflects to Ben, is under pressure coming out, and Niall McNally is there. He goes to kick it, lost his hurley, and it's well covered there from Gary Fleming. Knocks out to Davy Murtagh, who's got a little bit of space, delivers the ball, and this ball can't get into the inside forwards here with the breeze. And Kildalkey worked the ball through the hand pass, and it's a long range effort in from the wing back. I'm struggling to get the ball down the field here against this breeze. Calum goes low over towards Mikey Cullen, but it's intercepted. And the breeze is certainly a difficulty here. That's a big pick by the cornerback. That's Conor Fitzgerald, I think it is, charging down the goal. It's off his left hand side, plays the ball across the square, and it's not wide. 3 minutes gone. Trim haven't got the ball past the 65 against this breeze. Going to have to work really, really hard. Calum taking his time, pokes it straight down the middle of the ground. It's hanging in the air, dropping down. Dougie is kind of underneath it, but the ball, it's always a defender's ball, and it's broken down. Another hook from Dylan Farrell that time. And Calum is there, and Danny Coleman has made a little bit of space over here at the side. Calum finds it, but Danny misses it. Fortunately, it goes through to Davy. Davy delivers the ball in, but Evan Fitz is sweeping. Beano comes out in front. Bino gets up now. First touch, gets it up second time. It's surrounded three. Kildalkey Ben throws it out the back to Chivers. Good stuff from Bino there. Chivers gets hooked. And Evan Fitz seems to be operating as a sweeper here in front of the Trim full forward line. And the ball is poked long into the corner, but Gary Fleming has all the time in the world to come out. Plays the ball, nice ball, then wing towards James Murray. James steps inside. Shows a little dummy, plays another little dummy inside. Joey Cole now a little bit of space. Can he take it on? He plays it in. Bino's made a nice run. Bino takes it on the stick. Can he get it in his hand? He can. He turns one way, turns left, off his left. Jigs back onto his right. Plays a nice ball to Mikey Cullen. Mikey hands out to Dougie. Lovely stuff here from Trim. Dougie steps inside, pulls the trigger, and he's hooked. Seconds as he gets it, and he finishes in there. And a lovely score there from Trim. Started with Gary Fleming winning the ball in the corner back position, and it worked all the way down the field. Bino did really, really well. Played the ball across to Mikey Cullen, who had Dougie running off his shoulder. And Dougie got hooked in the first attempt, but when the ball hit the ground, he was able to double on it and finish it to the net. So a great start against the breeze for Trim. 1 goal to no score. Shawnee McGee underneath that ball. It goes to ground. James Murray picks it up. All of a sudden, Trim now have got a little pep in their step out in front of Mikey Cullen now. Mikey one-handed can't get it up the first attempt, gets it up in the second attempt, tries to open up the space himself, steps inside Evan Fitz. He looks like he's been bottled up, manages to get the ball to James Murray. James off his left hand side plays it across, and James has put it over the bar. So 5 minutes gone in the first half, 1-1 to no score in favour of Trim against a stiff breeze. A great start, ideal start. Mark Mack with the puck out, goes long. Dougie misses it, goes low, should I say. Dougie misses a great challenge in the middle of the field there by Conor Quigley playing centre back. And Dylan picks up the pieces onto James Murray. James long distance against the breeze. Has he got the accuracy? It's tailing to the side, but Peter Farrell manages to keep it in, but he just can't get it cleanly. And the ball goes wide. There's half a chance there for Pizzi, operating in a full forward today. Mark McCormick this time goes long down to his position. The ball hits the ground. Davy Murtagh should win it. He decides to play it along the ground first of all. It goes to Mark Healy, I think this is here, wing back. Davy does well, in fairness, got back and put him under the pressure. James Andrews picks up the ball, pops it off to Joey. He's been done for throwing it. He's been done for throwing it, and that's the rule that the referees are very, very tight on this year. We saw a lot of it even in the Meath Offaly game yesterday, and there's a bit of a delay here in the middle of the field. Dylan Farrell has gone down. He's got some strapping on his knee. I'd say maybe the strapping is just a bit tight for him, and he's just going to loosen the strapping a little bit. So there's a chance here now for Paddy Keneally. From the free with the breeze. No, it's not. It's not Paddy. It's the open score again. Kildalkey. So it's 1-1 to a point. Caelan goes short to Gary Fleming. Gary's under a little bit of pressure, manages to find a bit of space, plays a nice ball in the middle of the field to Joey Cole. Joey knocks it off to Squiggers off his left hand side, places the ball in towards Bino. Bino manages to get a stick up to it, but it breaks and the wing back comes away with it. And it's overhit pass there. Shawnee McGee should get to this, or should go over the line. Shawnee gets it up. Looks like he didn't get it up the first time, and Evan Fitz put him under the pressure. And Kildalkey worked the ball nicely there, and it's a long range effort. And it's another wide for Kildalkey. That's their fourth wide. Already 1-1 to a point. 7.5 minutes gone. Ball goes over Dougie's head. He can't quite get the flight of it. And Ben Holan, or Danny should get something like that, but he gets intercepted. And now Gary Fleming comes across, but he misses the tackle, and the man has gone inside, and there's a man over here with Ben Holden. Just got a great position there, and he's got an awful slap there after the event. And that could be a yellow card when the referee goes back to it. He's played a good advantage. Mikey Cullen now gets inside his man, a lovely flick from the defender, from Conor Fitz. So Mikey's got to recycle. He manages to do that. He plays it across the goals, and he's played it wide. And the referee is going to have a word with Niall McNally after that late belt on Ben Holden as he was coming out. I think he is. It's first wide. Oh, the referee doesn't book him, he just has a stern word with him. Can't wait for the next ball to go in between those two. Mark Mack plays the ball, it goes over James Andrews' head, but he manages to get something on it. But Kildalkey now working the ball out. Long ball in, Gary comes from behind, challenge as well, and Danny can pick up the pieces. It gets the call from Conor Quigley. Conor carries the ball, knocks out to Gary Fleming. It was a bit tight there, he should have just cleared his lines, and Kildalkey regain possession. And it's a long ball played in, and it's tailing slightly to the left and wide. And Kildalkey seem to have left their shooting boots in Kildalkey this morning. It's another wide. They're fifth. Caelan goes short with the puck out again to Gaz. Gaz tries to clear the ball long. It drops into the middle there between the full back and the full forward line. And James Murray battling, Peter Farrell battling to try and hold the man up. Peters can pull the man a little bit high, and it's going to be a free. The referee had the hand out straight away. Peters' challenge, he had the arm up just a little bit high. Good full back play there. with this breeze. The free taker will has come all the way out. It's a good looking ball, dropping in, and it's gone to the right hand side and wide. Kildalkey 6 wide. 10 minutes in, 1-1 to a point. Trim be happy with that against a stiff breeze. Caelan this time goes towards Peter Farrell, who's come out from full forward position. The 2 or 3 men around him. Dougie tries to pick up the pieces. Davey should there. The players are struggling with a sanded pitch here to get the ball cleanly. Davey does well, and the ball has gone out that time, and it's a sideline ball for Kildalkey. No dispute this time. Good strong challenge from Dylan Farrell. The referee deemed to be free straight away. No yellow card, and Dylan just having a chat. Free from right in front of us here. And the ball in, and that's on target, I think, is it? Point. So Kildalkey second point, another free from Will Power, full forward. Caelan with a good puck that time. Does Trim have numbers there? Can James Murray win it? Goes to ground, it needs to be sharp on the break. Shawnee McGee in there scrapping for it. Danny Coleman in there scrapping, but Kildalkey moved the ball forward. The numbers closed in here. Connor Quigley, a good bit of pace from Connor. Gets the ball first and gets taken out of it. And it's going to be a free out. Great stuff from Connor Quigley. Great determination. Gary Fleming is going to take the free. So trying to look at the clock down as much as they can, taking everything out of it. 12 minutes gone. Gary with the free. Ball hanging in the breeze. Can Dougie get a handle on it? He does. Dougie plucks the ball out of the air. Looks to go backwards with the ball. Back to Shawnee. Shawnee drills the ball down the line to James Murray. James on the 50. Left. Off his left hand side. The ball is dropping in. It's going to cross the road over Mark Crockett's head. And out wide. Second wide. Mark with the short puck out. Danny's in front of his man here, does well. The ball breaks. Davey has a man inside, finds James Andrews. James on the 65, turns onto his favourite side, drills a great ball in towards Mikey Cullen, but Conor Fitzgerald intercepts it. You read it well. James Murray just can't get the break of ball. Referee playing an advantage. And Kildalkey moved the ball down forward towards Niall McNally. Ben holding right behind him again. The ball comes off Ben, and it's a sideline ball for Kildalkey. Ben just needs a moment or two. Hurt himself in that challenge. So there's a bit of delay in the play here as Ben gets attention over the far side. Reminder of the score, 1-1 to 2 points in favour of Trim. 14 minutes gone. Not like Ben to be concerned with a little injury. He usually plays through the pain barrier. He's getting a spray in his hand or something, maybe a bang in his hand in that earlier incident with Niall McNally. So, sideline ball for Kildalkey. Ball there, but Danny Coleman's out in front of it, can't get it in the first attempt. Second attempt, Kildalkey worked the ball back. Great defence from Trim, brilliant defence from Trim. Dougie decides not to pick the ball, decides to knock it on the ground and see if he has the legs to win the foot race. That's excellent play by the cornerback, but he misplaces the hand pass and Dylan should get something on it. He doesn't, but James Murray does. James turns on to his right hand side, great ball towards Peter Farrell. Peter's got half a yard, grabs it, turns inside onto his left hand side. Will he take a shot on? He does, but he skews it badly and it drops easily into Conor Fitzgerald's hands. Conor clears the ball here, but Davy Murtha out in front. Davy again, he doesn't pick the ball, but it does go through to James Andrews. James tries to fight Shawnee McGee, who swaps sides during this passage of play. He gets blocked. And who's that in the middle of the field winning the ball? Joey Cole. Again, the player's struggling to get the ball up in the sanded pitch. Joey does get it up and steps inside. Now he's got a little half a space. Evan Fitzgerald comes to meet him. Joey plays the ball in, but it's going to drop into Mark McCormick's hands. And Mark has all the time in the world to clear the ball towards the far side of the field, but Conor Quigley has read it, and James Murray kind of got in his way, and the ball is broken into the ground, and Dylan Farrell is trying to break his fight. Joey Cole is fighting for it, and they're forcing the Kildalkey players back. James puts a big hit in, a one-handed swipe, clears the ball up to Niall McNally, who tries to take on Ben. He gets around Ben this time. Ben tries to get the stick in. Niall showing good pace, but Ben forces him wide. Great stuff from Ben Holden. He could be done for overcarrying, but he manages to get the ball across the field. Danny Coleman is in there battling for it. Conor Quigley goes back to help out. He falls over, and the referee's going to throw this ball in, I think, and he does. Conor slipped on the ball there. The referee had no option. And Ben is definitely struggling here. He's stopped again to get a bit of attention, and it looks like Trimmer making a sub, an early sub. Dimmy Higgins looks like he's coming in. So Dimmy Higgins is in for Ben. He's picked up that hand injury early on. Good man to bring in off the line. Gary under all sorts of pressure trying to clear his lines. Very intense tackling from both teams here today. A good strong block there from Dimmy straight into the field, gets a big block and turns the ball over, and it's come off the Kildalkey stick, and it's going to be a Trim sideline ball that Shawnee McGee is going to take. The ball goes low and it's intercepted, and James Andrews back there making uses of himself, and the ball is going off James' stick. The sideline ball to Kildalkey now in front of the Trim dugout. So coming up in 18 minutes gone. A low scoring game here this morning, 1 to 2 points. This will suit Trim playing against this tough breeze. The sideline ball goes across the field. Will Power, he makes it, bags the hand pass, and Shawnee McGee intercepts it, plays the ball out in front of Bino. Can Bino get it? A lovely touch from Bino, pops the ball off to Mikey Cullen running through. Lovely stuff there, Bino. Mikey rises the challenge, he's going to get fouled, plays the ball on. James Andrews bearing down the goal. On to Peter Farrell. Mark McCormick comes out, and Peter finishes to the net. Super score there from Trim. It all came from Shawnee McGee intercepting the hand pass. Plays the ball down to Bino, who's a lovely first touch from Bino. Popped it to Mikey Cullen, who was running from deep. And an interchange of play between Mikey, James, into Peter Farrell, who finished the ball past Mark McCormick to the net for Trim's second goal. 2 goals and a point to Trim, 2 points to Kildalkey, with 18 and a half minutes gone in the first half. And now we have another injury here. The players are struggling on the hard ground, I think. The Kildalkey man seems to have twisted his knee or his ankle or something, and he's making his way off. So we resume now to book out from Mark McCormick. He goes long, drops the ball well inside the Trim half. It was Conor Quigley got a little shove in his back, but the ball breaks to Evan Fitz. Evan Fitz picks up the Luke ball and drills the ball over the bar. And a quick reply there from Kildalkey for conceding that goal. Evan Fitzgerald was onto it like a light and drilled the ball over the bar from distance. Caelan doesn't quite get that one right, but Trim have the numbers there. What a catch from James Andrews. Plays the ball on to Joey Cole. Joey, a little bit of a high ball, but Mikey Cullen should get it. Bouncing in front of Mikey. Mikey takes his man on and he gets inside Conor Fitzgerald. He's bearing the goal. Peter Farrell is the spare again. Can he play it to Peter? He takes a shot on himself, but he puts it wide. Mikey Cullen certainly has the legs on Conor Fitzgerald in that position, but maybe he should have played it to Peter Farrell, who was free. Mark goes short with the puck out, works a little routine, plays the ball inside. And this should be intercepted from Conor Quigley. He does get a stick to it and manages to break the ball to himself. Takes it, rides the challenge, comes out, showing a bit of pace, looking for the hand pass. Nobody there, plays the ball. Being kind of behind his man this time. Well, it's Mikey Cullen there behind Conor Fitz. Conor plays it in front and wins the ball and plays it down. And Kildalkey worked the ball to halfway. Looked like he picked it off the ground there. And it's a good block there, a hook from Joey Cole on the man. And CJ Murphy doing umpire there, waves the ball wide. So Calum, good puck out from Calum against that breeze. James Murray breaks it down to himself and picks it up in the second attempt. Has a little look, has time to turn onto his favourite right side. Swats the great run from Brian. Bino gets the ball. Can he keep it in? No, it bounces off his stick. He can't get his hands to it in time. And it's gone over the sideline for a sideline ball for Kildalkey. 2-1 to 3 points. He hit that ball. That ball's live. Dougie goes in. He can't touch it. Dougie does very well. Flicks the ball to himself. Tries the challenge. Can he get a foul? Plays it on to Mikey. There's Bino running in. Bino off his left hand scoops the ball up and scoops it over the bar. Alert play from Dougie there onto the miscued sideline ball. And played the ball in, drew a couple of men to him and laid it off to Bino, who managed off his left hand side to scoop it over the bar. 2-2 to 3 points. Mikey Cullen doing brilliant work there. He's on his own, trying to turn the ball over. The ball, can Dougie win it? Dougie looks like he got a bit of a show. The referee allows play to continue. Dougie's back up on his feet again, battling for it. And he goes again along the ground. He goes in hard, and a good battle between Conor Fitzgerald and Dougie there. And a high tackle from Mikey Cullen, and it's going to be a free out. And the referee was right in the spot for that one. Spuddy O'Halloran there directing operations from the far sideline, waving his hand around. It's a low free towards Niall McNally. The new Conor Quigley is now picking up Niall. Conor can't gather the ball, but he's got the strength to hold off the challenge and get the ball at the second attempt and turn around and play the ball to Joey Cole. Joey Cole plays a lovely ball to James Murray. James drives the ball down. Bino's out in front again. Can he get this time? He does. He picks it. Lovely touch from Bino. Has a little look inside towards trying James Andrews. James doesn't take it in his hand. Tries to break it up the stick. And Kildalkey have the numbers there. And James puts a strong challenge in and it looks like he's turned the ball over. Here he has. Brilliant stuff from James Andrews. Super challenge. He maybe should have won possession the first time, but he lost it. But he had the presence of mind to get around and make a tackle. And it's James Murray's first attempt at a free. 23 and a half minutes. It's a tough shot between the 45 and the 65 in front of the Kildalkey dugout, who aren't happy with that free. So James drives the ball in and puts it to the left and wide. Kildalkey goes short with the puck out. Tried to work the ball down towards the Conor Quigley is there, but just hitting his man and the ball goes over the line, sees the ball over the line for a sideline ball. Sensible play there from Conor. Joey Cole's going over to take the sideline ball. So 2-2 to 3 points in favour of Trim, playing against this stiff breeze. To be very, very happy with their first 25 minutes work here. So the referee just making sure everyone is back. The required distance before Joey strikes this. Joey gets the ball, squirts it along the ground, but it just goes back over the sideline. And it's a sideline ball now to Kildalkey. And another miscued ball. And James Murray with a lovely bit of stick work. Look, he turned that ball over, and it's gone over. The referee makes the decision this time. And it's a trim sideline ball. James, fabulous ball from James. Can I go over? No, Evan Fitzstairs in front of Mikey Cullen. Tries to come out, but he plays the ball. Another misplaced hand pass. Peter Farrell almost intercepted. Mikey Cullen is there putting a challenge on the man. And they worked with Peter Farrell with a good hook, but the ball still finds the man to the Kildalkey man, who steps over the line with it. So Trim certainly have had the better of the opening half here. Kildalkey have been playing in fits and starts, but have got no real pattern to their game, playing with the breeze. And James now the opportunity. This one's going to drop dangerously towards the square. Dylan Farrell has made a little bit of space. What a pass from James to Dylan Farrell. He's got Davy Murtagh outside, overhits the pass a little bit. Davy has all the time in the world to pick the ball up onto his favourite side and drill the ball over the bar. A lovely score. A well worked score there from Trim. James Murray had everybody fooled that he was going to take the ball towards the goals. Dylan Farrell got a bit of space there and worked the ball to Davy Murtagh, who scored. What a puck out from Mark. Just want to drop all the way into the full back line. Gary misplays, can't get it there. Gets in the second attempt. Danger here. Kildalkey are moving in towards the goals. 4 Trim men around it. Brilliant work from Conor Quigley again. Shawnee McGee's on the ground. Who's that? Dimmy Higgins back there fighting for it as well. The ball has gone to ground. And Shawnee McGee is there again. Brilliant stuff from Shawnee. He's going to get a free for that. Oh, look, definitely going to get a free there. And again, and this time Dimmy does get the free. And Shawnee McGee and Mark Riley, who had a love-hate relationship over the last couple of seasons. It usually ends with the two lads ending in a handshake and a bit of a laugh after it, but that time I thought Shawnee was fouled. The referee allowed play to continue. Dimmy got the second ball and he was fouled. And Kildalkey descent moved the ball forward a bit, so now Joey Cole is taking the ball from his own 45. Drills a great ball over towards Bino. Can he grab it? Bino, lovely, takes the ball. Second, great stick. But Davy Murtagh is there. Davy's got players around him, knocks it back towards Bino. Bino has a little look, takes the shot on from distance against the breeze. It's dropping dangerously in, and that's a super strike. That's a super strike from Bino against the breeze from 65 metres out. 2-4 to 3 points. Great stuff from Trim here. And there's another man down hurt. And the referee has stopped the play. Trim are moving the ball very, very nicely. All the Trim scores have come from play, and they've all come from good passages of play, moving the ball around. Another man got off injured with a leg injury. The pitch has taken its toll on the players this morning. The sun coming in. Super puck out again from Mark. Timmy picks it up. Shawnee loses the stick. He tries to battle through, kick the ball out. Scrum of players there. Ball goes to ground, it's at the back door, and Dimmy is there. Dimmy takes no chances, tries to pull on it. Danny Coleman is back there. Good stuff from Danny, and Shawnee they're stepping into his player, and the referee's going to give a free in there. Shawnee was a bit aggressive. So it's a free to Kildalkey on the 21-yard line. Bit of an angle. And a half minutes gone. So, good score. So, Surrey side. James breaks the ball down. Joey Cole should win that. Goes to the ground, he slips on the pitch. There's 3 Kildalkey men there, but Joey goes back in to try and win the ball. In fairness, so Kildalkey do have the ball. They come out with the ball. It's been thrown at the back, and the referee again is adjudged foul taking place. He was right on the spot, the referee. That's a free for Kildalkey. These late scores are just giving Kildalkey a chance to get back into this game. Trim have been totally dominant in the first half. Another point of free from this fourth. We've been at injury time, 2-4 to 5 points in favour of Trim. Caelan with a high ball, it's going to hang in that breeze. Dangerous ball. James is under it. James Andrews breaks there, and Shawnee McGee picks it up. And Shawnee charges down the far sideline, tries to get the ball onto Dylan Farrell, but he gets it to him in the second attempt. Brilliant work from Shawnee. Great stuff there, and Joey Cole picks up the ball off. And now into Bino. Bino gets space inside. Bino takes it on, and Bino does the right thing, I think. Oh, he hits the post. Breaks the Joey Cole as continues to run. Mark McCormick makes a save. Peter Farrell is still hanging on his own in the far post. Mikey Cullen gets it blocked. That was over the bar there from Brian, but his post to get back into play. And Kildalkey cleared the ball long. Now Gary Fleming should gather this, even he missed it. Tries to gather it in the second attempt. Conor Quigley was there. There's a couple of Trim men there, but the ball has been worked through. Dangerous stuff here. No fouls. They're trying to work the ball on. Here, Davy Murtagh should intercept this, and he does. Kildalkey still have the numbers. And Davy does brilliantly. He comes away with the ball and manages to clear his lines. Great stuff from Davy. The ball's gone over the line, but the great stuff from Davy in clearing his lines. So we're 32 minutes into the second half. There's been a couple of stoppages. Ben Holden was injured, and there's a couple of Kildalkey men down injured as well. So being able the opportunity to play Peter Farrell in again. Peter's getting this pocket of space in behind the full back line every time Trim come forward with the ball. He took the shot on and came back off the post, and Kildalkey did manage eventually to clear the lines. Sideline ball goes down. Danny Coleman gets it eventually into his hand, does very, very well, shovels the ball off to Davy, and the referee blows the half-time whistle on a score of 2-4 to 5 points. We'll be back for the second half.